Good morning. It's mid-April, and my wife and I are back at Kiser Lake State Park down near Springfield in Dayton, Ohio. Thought I would come and show you kind of an update from last year. Check out my video from last year of Kiser Lake State Park. They were building a bathhouse, and we used it this year. It's completed, and I thought I would give you a little update of that. But first, let's walk down to the sign and get a picture of the sign. One of the issues that all of us campers this year have had is there's a guy here that has a utility trailer that he is built to live in, and he's running an open frame generator. You might be able to hear it in the background. The problem is he's been running that thing day and night, and there's supposed to be quiet hours where you don't run generators or make noise from 10 p.m. till 7 a.m. So everybody camping here has been really upset, and nobody will do anything unless we call for the ranger to come out. So when you were sleeping, there was always a low rumble or noise in the background. But yesterday he did shut it off and had a little inverter generator that he used for a while, and you could barely hear the thing from where we were camping. But then about 4 o'clock in the morning again, for some reason, the big one fired back up, and it's noisy again. So you may hear that in the background. But if any of you are camping and you're going to use a generator, please don't take the construction open frame generators. They are so noisy and irritating to everybody else. We come to these state parks to try to get some peace and quiet, and it gets on everybody's nerves after a while. So let me turn the camera around so we can get a shot of the sign. And there's the entrance sign to the campgrounds, and you will pull in over here. If you got a reservation, you can go to your site and set up first and then go check in, because there's no check-in store here. The store is actually down across the lake, way down around the corner. It's hard to see behind those trees. There's a store down there with a parking area that you go check in at. But we got here about 5:30 Friday, and we didn't know if the store was going to be open. So we went ahead and set up, and then I went down yesterday morning and got us checked in just so they knew we were here. Nice small campground, as I mentioned in the video from last year, and I will put a link to that down in the description. And it reminds us a little bit of Guilford Lake State Park. This is Sunday. A lot of these RVers and campers are leaving today. We were surprised how many tent campers was here, because there's a place up behind the shower house for tent camping, and there was probably 4 up there last night, 1 all weekend. A couple of them just one overnight, and there was a guy down here near us that took a spot. So but this is the campgrounds. As you see, all these sites here are pull-throughs with electric. There is no full hookup, but these are nice long pull-throughs. Some of them are 120 something feet long. A lot of them are, so very easy to get in and get out. The roads are kind of one way. The arrows right now are kind of faded. at the entrances of them, but I'm hoping they'll get them repainted because the numbers look repainted maybe last year for the sites. So pay attention to where you're driving and which direction you're supposed to go to get in the sites. But I'm going to take you up to the shower house now to give you an update on that. Okay, walking up towards the shower house now. I know this morning when I was up here, they have the women's and the men's area, specific areas were locked. But then they also have two family areas where there's a toilet and a shower in there that you can go in to. Plus they have a laundry area. So this side of the shower house is the women's. The family, as you can see here, there's a family restroom area, which is nice for families. Then we have the laundry rest area. And then down here's the women's. Then we'll walk around the building in a minute and see if the men's is opened yet, which I doubt it, but I'll show you that. Okay, this is the laundry area. Being that it was just built last year, these machines are fairly new. The washer is $1.50 top load, and the dryers are $1.50 top load. So the prices are nice and are decent. There's a thermostat, it looks like, in each room. So, very nice laundry facility. Okay, came out of the laundry facility. Let's walk around to the other side. You'll hear that generator as I come around here. And there's a guy with the red trailer that is inconsiderate of other RV campers. All right, here's the men's. Let's see if it's unlocked. Nope, okay. So that's a men's area with shower specifically for men. And then down here is another family restroom. And that's kind of like what was on the other side, both the women's. Okay, there's a exhaust fan in here, and the heater is on, so it's real hot in here. But you can see there's a sink and a mirror and a trash can in these family areas. You got your toilet area, and you got your shower area with a shower head, support bars, and they even have the koala care, which are nice because when my wife and I took a shower the other night, we flipped that down and we put our stuff on that so that it wasn't on the floor, and then hung our towels on it. So very nice family areas. I'm glad to see there's two and not just one. So I can't show you what the bathrooms are like, but the men's and the women's each have their own. It looks like a shower area in there. So this is more for families to bring their kids in. And then this is looking from the shower house down over the RV section. So you can get a nice view of the sites. There is a few pit toilets. There's also cabins here that you can rent. I think there's like 4 cabins so that you can rent. There are sites across the road by the lake, which I believe I showed possibly in the video last year, but they don't have electric. They're more for tents or pop-up camper or something like that. So, but like I mentioned, I will put a link in the description to last year's video for you to see, because I talked about them building this bathhouse last year. So okay, just to finish this up, yeah, we're happy to camp here. If it wasn't for that generator running, but very nice little campgrounds. I got some nice sunset pictures last night, and took a time-lapse video from the roof of our RV. So here's our site number 43. And what's nice about our site here is that we can see the lake from behind it, the back of it. So last year we were in site 59, but we faced the other direction, and so we couldn't look at the lake from inside the RV. Sounds like a woodpecker. So I'm going to wrap this up. This is Kiser Lake State Park Campground year 2025 update part 2 about the shower house.